Hey, all right. We're here. Got my drink of choice this morning. Man, robocalls. Good morning, Jennifer. How are we doing here today? Looking forward to your podcasts. I know I am. So, all right. Hey, I want to talk to you, everyone, today. Basically, I got a lot of sleep last night. I got 9 hours and 21 minutes. It's like, wow. I never get that much sleep, but I did last night. I was tired. But hey, today what we're going to be talking about here is inspiring others. I woke up this morning after 9 hours. I didn't really have time to really prepare, so I asked what is that one thing that I can talk about today? And there was something that happened yesterday, and I don't want to discount it. It happens more than probably I tell people or anything, but I want to say something that we're out there promoting water safety. We're promoting drowning prevention. We're promoting, all those things that we're talking about. We're sharing it through our Facebook news feeds, Twitter, Instagram, wherever we're posting pictures and comments and things like that. And we're telling our story. We're telling our story, why we do what we do, and the importance of why we do what we do. Good morning, Lori and Allison. And so it's, sometimes we wonder how many, give me a thumbs up or it's whatever if you feel like nobody's ever really listening to what it is that you're saying. And I just want to say that, you never know when you're going to reach somebody with with your topic, with your story, with your information. I show up here every day, and I show up here every day at 9 a.m. I've had people comment back to me, send me messages every day that say, "Wow, that's great. I see, showing up every day." Now, these people aren't always here at 9 a.m. Some of them are on the West Coast, and they're probably still in bed. But some of them, they watch this video. They watch my recordings of my Facebook Live. They follow me on my other channels, such as LinkedIn. They follow our podcast. I recorded a podcast that will air next week. Today we have our podcast going out at noon with Crystal, which she's part of this group, so you'll want to listen to her story. But we just never know. I had a gentleman reach out to me. He follows me on LinkedIn, and he reached out. He lives in Philadelphia, he's 25 years old, and he's working in corporate America. And we've messaged back and forth over the past year, just a few, some things. And I offered probably 6 months ago to jump on a phone call with him, and our schedules just couldn't really get connected. Well, finally, he reached out to me, was very emphatic. He says, "I need to talk to you, need to talk to you, need to talk to you." And so he reached out, not knowing where this conversation was going to go. He says, "I wanted to let you know that, I grew up as a lifeguard. I was a swim instructor. I went in after, he's 25 years old, and then he goes into corporate America, and he's in marketing and sales and all these things." He says, "I just want to let you know I accepted a part-time position with Goldfish Swim School to start at the very bottom as a swim instructor working around 6 to 9 hours a week." Okay. And he says, "And your content, your story, your information inspired me to do that." And I was like, I'm like, wow. And he's not the first person. I had a gentleman out of Denver, Colorado tell me the same thing a year ago. And I've had other people tell me that. But it's one of those things where, thank you. My wife just brings me a cup of coffee. I guess she doesn't like me drinking my lemon water. That's all she says. It's a coffee break, so I gotta have my coffee, not lemon water. But anyways, I have both. Probably wouldn't taste too good. I know lemon and tea tastes good. What about lemon and coffee? No, I don't think so. But anyways, we just never know, and that's why I've been saying since the first of the year to be consistent, show up every day. And hey, Shelby, Shelby's over here. That's my little golden retriever. See, there you go. And yes, now she wants to come in close. No, that's my drink. But anyways, you just never know. And that's why I've been talking about stay consistent, keep showing up every day, talk to somebody every day. You just never know what's going to happen. And Jennifer is in here. At least I don't know if she's still here. Jennifer, if you're still here, say hi to everyone. Jennifer is new to our group, and Jennifer and I, got connected up through Facebook. Her son Lincoln had a non-fatal drowning, and so we've got a couple other parents that are in this group here that have had non-fatal drownings. And I know she shared her story, I think, with a local media there in where she lives at, and I believe she's in the Texas area. And so it's, again, you share your information, you share your story, you share that out there. You just never know. It could be a parent. It could be a parent, somebody listening. It could be somebody that needs to hear that right now, or they'll tell somebody. And so when we think and we get discouraged because we think we're showing up all the time and nobody's really listening, that, why keep doing what I'm doing? And in the end, there could be one person listening. There could be hundreds of people listening, or there could be thousands of people listening. And your content could reach the right person at the right time that they need to hear that. And that is what's really, really, I think, is really important of why we do what we do, because we can inspire somebody. In this case, I inspired somebody to go back into the aquatics, go back into water safety, because my story and what I talk about all the time, he sees the importance. He then says, Rick, I want to help out any way I can. If you need advocates, if you need people in your corner, if you need people to help you move your mission forward in your neighborhood, you have to do the hard work, and that is to show up each and every day and do what it is that you do. You start with you. Remember what I said. The solution is real simple. Go small. Okay? Small is you, just you, and show up and type something in on your phone, put the content out there, ask for help, be authentic, be consistent, and let people know that, you're serious about what it is you're doing. Sorry, I got a frog. Do they still say that? You got a frog in your throat? I don't know. There might be some new animal or something that's jumping in there. But anyways, so that's why I say. Now, yesterday I recorded a podcast. It was a podcast with two gentlemen that were on the call. One person is in Chicago. The other guy is in an airport flying from the UK to Spain. So he's in an airport. And so they both work for the same company. And they're with a company called Nagy, which is SmartPool. They're a technology company, and they make a product and service that has a warning alarm system. And they're headquartered out of Spain. And so, again, you just never know. And there's another gentleman. He's part of this group, David Bush. He owns a company called Blue Fox. Blue Fox, if you remember, we've talked about it. It's a wearable wristband right here. Okay. We had the very first one in the United States until Dave came around. But Dave's brought thousands of these into the country. So, so there's a lot of good things going on with Dave, with that, with what they're doing with their product. But anyways, what I wanted to say is Dave's sitting in Zurich, Switzerland, and he's talking with the founder and the owner of this company here. And this guy, Heinz Rutke, he turns around and tells Dave to get in touch with me. So when you think nobody is listening, when you think nobody is listening to what it is that you're talking about, you could have the whole world listening. You may feel like it's just not going anywhere. I'm not, accomplishing anything. And, so I want you to take this little Thursday's inspiration and apply that to what it is you're doing today. What's the one thing that you can do today to move your mission forward? My one thing is finishing up my podcast, and that's going out at noon with Crystal. So make sure you check that out. Crystal's sharing her story, her mission with Braden's Heroes, and it's a good episode. Next week's podcast we have is with Ed Dvorak with Nagy. Then the following week's podcast is going to be with Jennifer. She's going to be sharing her story, and we've got some others lined up. So, guys, it's important. So, just like I've been saying, I'm just one father on a journey sharing stories of the unthinkable. And when we don't think anybody's listening, we've got somebody listening. And our stories inspire somebody to get involved. Our stories inspire somebody to go to work and to save lives, to make a difference, to go back into a career that's in their blood. And that's important because we need more people. We need more boots on the ground, as they say. Okay. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Always kidding. What does that mean? My wife probably knows. When your nose itches. You got your nose in somebody else's business, I think? I don't know. Does that? Maybe. No comment. No comment. Hey, guys. Been on here long enough. I'll close it in on about 15 minutes. I'm trying to shorten these little programs up, I guess. So enjoy your day. Reach out to me if you got any questions, anything like that. Rick@thekelsgroup.com. Shoot me an email. If you're interested in being on a podcast, there's several of you here that I haven't reached out to, but we do want to get your story, and we want to share your story on our podcast, whatever that may be. And just a couple key little topics of interest as we're going into 2020, because we're reaching a lot of new people. We're retargeting people on our podcast. We're retargeting families, individual people. We're throwing some money at our content too. So we're going to be doing a little bit of that. And so we're going to be asking for support to push these podcasts forward. And so keep an eyeball out for that, so you can spread the word on that end of things too. So anything we can do to support one another is great. So, hey, guys, keep up the great work. Have a good Thursday. It's time to go to work. And I feel more awake than I did when I started. So after almost 9.5 hours of sleep, that's unheard of for me. So guys are great. Keep it up. See ya. Go get some more coffee now.